time?
Oh.
Oh, she still has the time thing.
Oh, okay.
We're live.
Oh,
We are live.
hello. We are live. Let's see how many viewers we have. Do we have any viewers yet?
We do not have any viewers.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll start when we have like 10, maybe 5. Okay, at least one viewer. That'll be nice.
The new ones.
Where does it say that we have views? Usually it says like at the bottom corner.
I have it at the bottom right.
Oh, you only have it. Let us know when there's a viewer.
There is one viewer. There are 2
Oh.
viewers.
Yay! Okay. Hello, 2 viewers. We will begin. Welcome to the 2018-2019 Mafa Board Elections, round 2. So it is May 27th, 2018, and we will begin. I will first explain the election process. So the candidates will be given 5 minutes to present themselves and speak about the position they are running for. And then they will have another 5 minutes. The executive board and any viewer shall be given the opportunity to ask any questions. And so 5 minutes for their speech, 5 minutes for Q&A. And the voting party will consist of 1 vote per member school and 2 votes per executive board officer. A simple majority vote will decide the outcome of the election in terms of if there are more than 1 person running for the position. So that will be Sandy and Mary. And then in cases where candidates are running unopposed, they must gain 2/3 majority vote from the voting party to be elected. And that will be Francis, who is running unopposed. Results will be released approximately in a week. And then we will begin. So our first candidate is Sandy from SLU, and she is running for the outreach chair position.
Message.
All right.
Quick question. Can you read this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a very ratchet sign because I put minutes. So this part right here is like taped back on because I flipped the paper. It was a rough day.
Are we doing superlatives or introductions again like last time?
Oh yeah, we should introduce ourselves.
Last elections.
I don't remember. I was like, we're not going to do superlatives because we did a lot of superlatives.
Send us questions to the We Are Mafa Facebook page because I'm on it.
Yes. But while we're waiting for Sandy, we can introduce ourselves. Hello, I'm Sammy Dion. I am the Mafa president, and I just recently graduated from Marquette University with a finance and information technology major.
Yay.
And Sandy is here.
Hello, Sandy.
Hello.
Hi, Sandy. Hello. So again, this is Sandy. She is from SLU, St. Louis University, and she'll be running for the outreach chair position. So again, Sandy, the election process will be, you will have 5 minutes for your speech and then 5 minutes for your Q&A. And that can come from questions from anyone from off board or anybody that is viewing it live. That sends it to us to the Mafa Facebook page. Emily will be having the time. Correct, Emily? So there's going to be a 2 minute, 1 minute, and 30-second mark.
Can't I hear you?
Oh. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Sammy.
Oh, okay. So Emily will be having the time marks, the 2 minute, 1 minute, and 30 seconds.
Sandy, do you want to try leaving?
Oh, what just happened?
I'll message her. Hang on.
Yeah, I don't think she can hear any of us.
Let me do this.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was mine. That was messed up.
Cool difficulty. It's okay. It happens.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, it just froze on her, so I think she's
Why is it like
back.
Why are you doing this to me now? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna call them back.
While we're waiting for Sandy to figure it out, do we want to finish introductions?
Yes. So yes, I already introduced myself, so we can go with Nina.
Let me put my sack down. Hello, my name is Nina Sejo, your local mess, and I am Mafa's Vice President External for this year. I go to Wayne State University right now, and I am going to be finishing up here within the next semester with my undergrad in Marketing and Information Systems Management.
Kala, go ahead.
Hey guys, I'm Kayla. I'm this past year's treasurer, and I graduated from Loyola University Chicago in a degree in accounting. Maddie, you can go.
My name is Maddie Ronquillo. I just graduated. I was about to say I'm a senior. I'm not. I graduated from Loyola University Chicago with degrees in advertising, public relations, and psychology. Marlo, you can go. I can't hear you, Marlo.
Marlo, I can't hear you either.
Hello, my name is Marlo Delatore. Can you hear me? Okay, good. I just graduated from Purdue University with a degree in computer science, and I was this past year's media master. Go ahead, Emily.
Hi, I'm Emily Valentine. I did not graduate. I'll be an upcoming senior at Marquette University studying social welfare and justice, and I was your events coordinator this past year.
Yay. So while we're waiting for Sandy, I'll also introduce our other board members. We have Emily Brielle, who's our secretary. She just recently graduated from Michigan State University. And then we also have Rafi Turalba, who is our other co-outreach chair, and she is going to be attending University of Wisconsin-Madison as a senior next year. So, yay, that is Mafa board of 2017, 2018.
Nicole Colostro.
Oh, Nicole! I forgot Nicole.
You don't know her anymore.
And Nicole Colostro, she is our BPI. She graduated from Loyola. Oh, she's gonna hate me when she sees this. Maddie, what is the status on Sandy? Is she able to get the video to work?
I just asked her. Sandy says try putting her back on air. Your video is still on, but you're just frozen. Or not, you're just muted. You can try clicking the link again on. Trying to switch over from her computer to her iPad.
I can hear her. I think she just can't hear us.
Yeah. Okay. She is clicking the link on her iPad and she's restarting her computer.
Awesome. This is something very normal at Mafa board meetings. There's always going to be a lot of technical difficulties. because we're all from different schools in areas of the Midwest. So it's a good time.
All 9 of us.
Every e-board meeting we have, I always have my laptop, my phone, and my iPad ready in case, and I always end up somehow being on one of the others and always changing it. And currently I'm on my phone because my iPad didn't work, so can totally vouch for technical difficulties.
I tried it on my iPad and it wasn't working, so. And I'm on my laptop, and usually my laptop doesn't work. Highs and lows. Who wants to go? I call Maddie.
Why? My low is that I moved back to the suburbs yesterday and my body hurts. I'd unpack all my clothes. Done now. And my high is that I get to see Mafa board right now. We haven't had a meeting in so well, I mean, like, we talk. We have our Snapchat group. We talk. We just haven't had a meeting in a long time. It's so sad. But yeah, that was my highs and lows. But I still work in the city, so if you're ever in Chicago, let me know. Also, we're going to see Taylor Swift next weekend. Me, Sammy, and Kayla, and Kyla from UMich FASA. We're going to go see Taylor Swift. So that's what's the haps in my life. Okay, Emily Valentine, you can go.
Let's see. My low is that now as a senior, I kind of got to figure out what I'm doing with my life, or at least a next step plan kind of feels. So I'm a little like worried and stressed about that, but it will happen. It will just happen. And then my high would be that I'm currently right now visiting my best friend in New York. So that's super cool. And then I will be coming back and then returning to New York like a week later with my mom and godmom, and we're going to be going through like all the tourist stuff in New York versus right now I'm kind of like in the countryside. So I'm pretty excited, and that's like the 2 main travel things I'm doing this whole summer. So popcorn to Marlo. Marlo, we can't hear you.
My my low is that I've had a sinus infection for the past couple of days, so I haven't been able to smell or taste anything. But my high is that I'm starting to get my taste back, and I was able to taste for the first time in like 2 or 3 days, and it was the most beautiful thing I've ever. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Don't take your senses for granted. Yeah, I was really panicking about like, oh, am I never gonna get my taste back? And I got really sad. So sorry to make everyone depressed. But you can go, Sammy.
My low is that my sleep schedule is really, really off. Whenever I watch a K-drama, it's always a bad thing because I end up sleeping at like 6 or 7 a.m. And that's what happened. So my sleep schedule, I like woke up today at like 1 p.m., which is earlier than I thought, honestly. So that's my low, but it's also kind of a high because I like watching K-dramas.
What are you watching right now?
I just finished Hello My 20s. Have you heard of it?
I've heard
Age of
that.
Youth.
I'm currently watching another Oh Hey Young for anybody interested.
Oh, I heard about that. That's really good. I think it was Alex Namachi just shared something on Facebook about like K-dramas, a list of K-dramas to watch, and there's like 100 or so K-dramas on there, and I've watched a good amount of them, so I'm gonna look at his list again and see if I should watch another one. But I don't know, my sleep schedule is really off, and I should take a break from watching K-dramas because I cannot deal with this really hectic sleep schedule. But a high is that I don't know, I just have a lot of free time, and I get to just do things I don't know. There's just a lot of leisure time that I have, and it's just really nice, and I get to breathe. So I feel good. I'm happy.
Update Sandy. She says it won't let her join now.
Oh. Should we have her try to fix it, or like, did she try on her phone too?
Is she on a Mac or a PC?
She might be on her iPad.
Oh.
I said she was on her iPad, so I guess similar to Emily.
Because we can reschedule hers after Francis's if needed.
Is Mary ready? We could just potentially bring her in.
Yeah. Since Mary's is at 7:20.
Yeah, I can ask Mary if she can go earlier. Maybe we can reschedule you for after Francis.
Until she fixes it. / I don't know if she can get like another device. Because it was like I heard her. I don't think she just heard us.
Yeah, just because her computer froze, so like she couldn't hear anything we were saying.
Maybe it's the Wi-Fi from her end. All right. Kala can go.
So my high is that I'm moving out of this apartment and into a much nicer apartment. Granted, I'm moving into a studio and it's only 400 square feet, but like I've got a rooftop pool, there's a game room, and just like in like a resident area. Oh, yeah, there's a workout room. There's 2. We have like decks with like grills, and then there'll be like free workout classes once there's more residents. There's gonna be a corgi that's moving in, so I'm really excited about that.
I keep telling Kayla that we're gonna be roommates again, except she's gonna be the only one paying rent.
Yeah, I have like floor to ceiling windows. I'm on the 11th floor, so I've got like a view of the city. It's really nice. I'm really excited.
Wow, the contrast between Maddie and Kayla. Sorry, Emily, go ahead.
I was just going to say, so Kala is housing the next Mafa board reunion?
Yes, we will all cramp into 400 square feet.
Sandy says that she's on her phone now, and it says that she's off air. I resent her the link. I don't know if that's going to do it.
Is she off on her iPad? Like,
she's on her phone, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But Mary said that she's free to go now.
Wait, see if Sandy is able to figure it out right now, and then if she's not able to, it might be a Wi-Fi problem. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, anyway, someone else can go.
Oh, and my low is that I actually have to pack, which that sucks, and work at the same time. So, but someone else can go.
I think Nina's left. Nina's not there though. See her running in the background.
I'm sorry. I had to wash my hands of my chicharron. So,
So she just like called the Mafa thing because I just got like kicked out for 2 seconds, like, or at least it showed on mine, Sandy. So I don't know what's going on with her phone either.
Okay, well, I think I'm just gonna send the link to Mary. So Nina, you can talk about your highs and lows.
Well, should we have her like restart her laptop or like everything she's been trying to use?
Yeah, she's restarting her laptop. She's on her phone now.
Okay.
Okay. Emily's gone.
Oh, Emily, bye.
So I feel like if she restarts everything and tries again, oh, she's joining.
I think I got it. Oh my god, why does
Oh. Hi, Sandy.
I am so sorry.
It's okay. We can hear you now. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Okay, perfect. So we'll just start. Maddie, can you just message Francis and Mary that their times will be
I'm
pushed
super
back?
sorry.
No, you're all good. We're happy to have you. So again, I'll just reiterate from what I said before that you'll have 5 minutes for your speech and then 5 minutes for your Q&A. And everyone that's viewing, again, this is Sandy. She is from St. Louis University, and she is running for the outreach chair position. So, oh, and Emily will be having the time ticker marks 2 minute, 1 minute, and 30 seconds. So you can start whenever.
Sounds good. Okay, first and foremost, I would like to say sorry for the technical difficulties. But here we go. Hello, Mafa board and Mafa members. My name is Cassandra Amarato, but most of you may know me by Sandy. I am a junior at St. Louis University and a member of the Filipino Student Association on campus. Today, I'm speaking before all of you because I am running for the position to be one of the 2018 to 2019 outreach chairs on Mafa board. First and foremost, I would like to congratulate the newly elected board members. I cannot wait to see what all of you have in store for us. And to the past Mafa board, congratulations on a wonderful term. To my fellow competitor, Mary, and Francis, who is running for Media Master, good luck to both of you tonight. I have always had an interest in running for this position since I was a freshman because I saw how much of an impact it had not only on Mads, who was a previous outreach chair, but the whole board my freshman year and this year, and how much they loved being on it. Unfortunately, I couldn't not run last year because I had the opportunity to study abroad in Madrid, Spain. But now that I am back, I am ready to prove to all of you on why I am a great candidate to be Mafa's next co-outreach chair. Being a leadership and human resources major, I have gained many interpersonal skills such as communication and networking, which can help create bonds with other Mafa members and create less a divide between the groups. I hope to continue on the idea of separate group chats that Maddie and Rafi implemented to help keep the channel of communication flowing and keeping in touch with the other Mafa reps and Mafa family heads. This channel of communication will allow us to make sure that the reps and heads know what is going on in every organization and develop more intentional relationships. This interaction can be beneficial and give us a gauge of what we can improve on. With a co by my side, I hope to collaborate more ideas on how to network and develop stronger relationships with all of the organizations, whether they are new, have a lot of presence, or not very present. I plan to reach out to the schools that are new and not very active through social media and encourage them to become more involved. Having spirit weeks and other activities can attract the schools to be more active and to be excited to be in Mafa. One activity I have in mind is having a Mafa service day, which can occur during one of the spirit weeks. And I hope to collaborate with the other groups like Anek Bayan or another nonprofit. Also, having another I hope we can attend other organizations' meetings together or take turns so we can see how each one works and listen to the other members. And as a co-outreach, I will listen to members, I will actively listen to them, take their perspectives on what we can improve on in the organization, take those in account, and use them to help build a better environment. So for this upcoming school year, I will be taking 16 credits, volunteering, and might be handling an internship. But these activities will not stop me from carrying out my duties as co-outreach. Last year, I was a Mafa Board Events Coordinator intern, and so this opportunity allowed me to observe and see how much time and dedication it takes to be on board. Therefore, I will organize and prioritize my schedule accordingly. There may be times I will feel overwhelmed, but I promise I will get up and take on the tasks that are given to me. I will not be afraid to put in my input, take charge when it's needed, and ask for help when it is required. I will also be there to lend a helping hand in any circumstance. I will be there to support, encourage, and help the other members on board whenever and wherever. Supporting and encouraging each other can help develop not only a close bond between the board, but also the Mafa sphere. This role will not only challenge me as an individual, but also give me the opportunities to improve on my leadership skills and really get to know the members. When I was studying abroad in Spain, I was able to see the world through a different perspective and see how culture really shapes not only a place, but the people living in it. So with this awareness, I hope I can help others find their home, whether it is in Mafa or anywhere else. because Mafa's goals is to create a more united Filipina X community. I may be small, but I am fierce and capable to rise up to the challenge. Mafa has taught me to fully embrace myself as Filipina American, which is beyond the color of my skin and the flatness of my nose. So, without further ado, please elect me, Sandy Alvarado, to be Mafa Board's 2018 to 2019 Co-Outreach Chair. Thank you for listening, and I hope I can be part of an amazing board.
Thank you so much, Sandy. Good job on your speech. Now we'll be having a Q&A, starting off with Maddie, who is the current / old 2017-2018 outreach chair, one of them. And again, Emily would also be having the ticker marks with the 2 minute, 1 minute, and 30 seconds. So Maddie can begin when she's ready.
All right. Hi, Sandy. Great job on your speech. Rafi sends her love. We just wanted to get a few questions out to you. So this is something that we're asking both candidates tonight. So it's a really important question. First is, as outreach chairs, we want to make sure that Mafa members are responsible and represent our organization well at large conferences such as FACT and MFAS. How would you go about addressing alcohol consumption and other related activities?
So to go about that, I wouldn't encourage it, but if it does happen, people have the right to do what they want, but also no one should be pressured to do anything, because as outreach chair, we are one of the main liaisons for Mafa. So setting that example can help the other organizations go about on how they want to do that. So yeah.
Second, could you explain more concrete ideas to grow the Ma Family and Ma Family Heads programs?
So I think one idea is to maybe get the Mafa reps and the Ma Family Heads together. Like, we can have, with the separate group chats that you guys made, I hope to continue those with my co, but also with having that in mind, we can have like little get-togethers so then they can see each other in person and see how each organization is run, so then they can either like improve, they can suggest other ideas to other people, and also the Ma Family Heads, they can also, we can check up on them and they can make sure that whether a member is not as active as other members, to make sure that it's more of a welcoming environment.
Great. Okay, so the next couple questions. If you are elected, you will be working with the lovely Jessica Cruz, who was just elected, and she had a couple questions for you. So this is her first one. You had mentioned that you have never held a position at SLU's FSA's executive board, but have participated as an active member in the organization. Could you elaborate more on the duties that you were able to fill as an active member at SLU?
So as an active member, even though I haven't held a position, I was able to perform in certain like events. We had like our Sabanga B and our showcase. Even though I was abroad and I wasn't able to perform in a showcase, I was able to advertise them. I made sure people knew about them if they were on campus, to go out and support our organization. And also I helped out the board when it was needed. I shadowed the board. I made sure that if they needed help, I will always be there for them. And I helped also recruit a lot of the freshmen this year. I talked to them, asked them what they wanted out of the out of our organization, what we can improve on, and then I told the board about their suggestions and their ideas. So yeah.
Emily, do we have time for one more question? Okay. Another question from Jessica is, being co-outreach, you will act as one of the faces of Mafa alongside Jessica, your co. How do you want general members of Mafa to perceive you when they see you at events, conferences, PCNs, etc.?
Well, they might first see me as like this little small Asian little girl. I've always been known as that, but I hope they perceive me as not just that, but someone that's proud to be Filipina American and be a part of the Filipina X community. But also with my co, if I am elected, I hope that we can make sure that people have this pride and we can make them excited. And maybe just bring out the enthusiasm inside of me that I have for this organization and just the community in general.
Okay, well, that's all the questions for me. I don't know if we have time, Emily. If anyone else on board would like to ask questions, or if anyone watching would like to send questions to the We Are Mafa Facebook, go ahead. But that's it for me.
Thank you.
I have a question. So you mentioned that you will be participating in a lot of activities, whether work and your club and stuff. I was wondering, like, how are your time management skills, and maybe if you have an example of how you've balanced them in the past?
So I've worked a lot with my time management. I think a big part of how I've managed my time management is I have a planner. I like to put things in my planner, but also being abroad, I learned that you have to really know what your priorities are, because traveling a lot, it made me realize that I need, like, whether I need to study or if I need to focus on another thing more. I made sure to put that on top of the list and work ahead so I have things done on my list, and just organizing and planning well helped a lot. So yeah. Thank you.
I think we don't have enough time for another question, correct, Emily?
Yep, we're done.
All right. So thank you so much, Sandy. Awesome job on your speech. Awesome job on your Q&A. You will hear back from us from Mafa Board 1718 within the next week.
Okay.
So, all right.
Thank you.
Have a good rest of your night.
Bye.
All right. So again, everyone, that was Sandy Amarato from SLU, and she is running for the outreach chair position. Next will be Mary Heron. Is that how you say her last name? I don't know if that's how you say it. Yes, but that's Mary. She is from UMich Basa, and she will also be running for the outreach chair position. And she'll be coming on in a few minutes. Correct, Maddie?
Sure.
All right.
And just a reminder for everyone out there, you can send questions to us, Mafa Board, through the We Are Mafa Gmail. You can send them for Mary, or you can send them if you want to ask us questions. Go ahead. But I am on the We Are Mafa Facebook, so you can ask us questions.
Also, like low-key, high-key plug, summer LR applications are still open, and it's an amazing opportunity. And if you have any questions, you can ask me, or you can ask our new events coordinator for next year, May. Just say, okay, bye.
Oh, Mary's on. Hello, Mary.
Hi.
Can you hear all of us okay?
Yeah, I can hear y'all perfectly. Can you hear me like fine?
Yeah. All right. So
yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry.
No, it's all good. It's totally fine. We can hear you, so it's all good. But so just to summarize what the election process is, you'll have 5 minutes for your speech, and then another 5 minutes for the Q&A for Mafa Board or anyone from the Mafa sphere. And Emily Valentine will be keeping the time with a 2 minute, 1 minute, and 30 seconds.
Okay.
You can begin your speech when you are ready.
Okay. Good evening, Mafa Board and Mafa Sphere. My name is Mary Giselle Heron. I'm a bubbly Sagittarius, and I'm all about making memes and memes. I'm a rising junior at the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor, on track to study biology, health, and society. For the past 2 years, I have served on several committees under the Filipino American Student Association, commonly known as FASA, and I had the privilege of serving as FASA's external chair and Mafa representative for the past year. Today, I am running for the position of co-outreach chair. As external, not only did I have the opportunity to work with Mafa Board and the 25 plus organizations that Mafa encompasses, but also Asian Pacific Islander American organizations on campus. In between juggling attending several meetings with my own executive board, the co-outreach chairs Maddie and Rafi, and other APIA orgs throughout the year. My other responsibilities included organizing collaborative events on campus and taking care of all logistics for our trips to events such as FACS and MClass. My position as external has not only tested my skills as a leader, but also let me step out of my comfort zone and meet so many people on campus and throughout the Midwest. With my experience as external, I believe that I am qualified to be co-outreach chair. Communication makes up a large component of the duties of co-outreach. The Mafa Constitution states that the outreach position utilizes effective communication to relay important tasks, duties, and information to the Mafa reps and Mafa family heads. Having been both a rep and a family head this past year, I believe these experiences give me an advantage since I have seen what methods of communication are effective and what aspects of the programs could be improved. For Mafa reps, I would like to continue what Maddie and Rafi have done and have a large group meet to relay information about events and meetings and have individual group chats for specific matters. Before getting down to any business, however, I want my relationship with the Mafa reps to go beyond just taking a photo at every event we attend. I would do this by introducing myself and getting to know all of the Mafa reps individually and as a group and establish a relationship so that they know that me and my co are easy to approach if they have any concerns. Regarding Mafa family heads, I would like to get a more structured leadership program. Working and communicating with the other year, I noticed that we've become much more than a group of people who applied for a small position in the community. We really care for our families and want to be leaders for them. I think we've really shown that we are another group of leaders and representatives within the Mafa sphere, and I want to make it more known that we are. I would like to have a check-in meeting with the heads once a semester, either at the beginning of the semester or before the Mafa family form is released, so my co and I can receive feedback and new ideas can be shared. Monthly tasks can also be given to the Mafa family heads to get more family members more active throughout the year. Furthermore, I would like to make the Mafa family program this year more familial. In our family head group chat, we share the common difficulty of interacting with new members and getting the rest of the family to be active. Some people who have recently been sorted into families have come to me saying they were overwhelmed to be added right away to a group chat full of strangers. I would like to eliminate or at least reduce this apprehensive feeling by giving the task to Mafa family heads to message new members individually, introducing themselves and welcoming them to the family before even adding them to Facebook groups or group chats. This is such a small action, but it speaks volumes and makes new family members feel more at ease when meeting the rest of the family. This would also give way to another idea that I had, where we could implement monthly family Google Hangouts and give the family heads a list of fun questions to ask their family members to get to know them better, and later creatively posting what they've learned about each other on the Mafa members group page. Depending on reception, this could be incentivized and participation could go towards Mafa Family Spirit Week as well. If I were to be elected for co-outreach, I would want to communicate with my potential co and establish goals for ourselves and for each other as co-chairs before even starting any duties on board. I've never worked with a co before, but I believe that the first step to working with a co-chair is to understand each other and so we can comfortably work together and communicate any concerns or time conflicts. Outreach is the only position on the Mafa Executive Board with co-chairs, which emphasizes greatly that this position cannot be done alone, and it is best that I be able to both get along and work professionally with my co for everything. The goal for co-outreach would be to be as approachable and amiable as possible. I understand that the outreach chairs become the faces of Mafa Board aside from the president, and Mafa Board is put on such a high pedestal. But in all reality, Mafa Board is no different from everyone else, and the reason why we take on these positions is because we want to do what we love for this Filipinx American community, and that is why I am here speaking in front of you all today. Thank you so much for this opportunity to be here tonight.
Thank you so much, Mary. Awesome job on your speech. Next, we will be moving on to the Q&A, which you will have another 5 minutes. And again, Emily Valentine will be having the ticket marks of 2 minutes, 1 minute, and 30 seconds. Emily is frozen from my end, so I'm not entirely sure if she has those signs up or not.
I heard you, Sarah.
Okay. Oh, good. Awesome. All right. So again, Maddie is the current Loyola 1718 outreach chair, so she will be starting off the questions. And Maddie, you can begin when you are ready.
Hi, Mary. Great job on your speech. Rafi cannot be here again, but she sends her love. So we just have a couple questions for you, and then we also have a couple questions from you who would be your co if you are elected, Jessica Cruz. So our first question is, As outreach chairs, we want to make sure that Mafa members are responsible and represent our organization well at large conferences. How would you go about addressing alcohol consumption and other related activities?
Yeah, so as external, I greatly emphasize that we are representing not only our organization but our school as a whole. So I made sure that my members of my organization weren't wearing any school gear or our PSA gear, just to eliminate the risk of getting our pictures taken and having it spread, having administration find out, because I know what happened to Kapwa, and I don't want that to happen to our organization or anyone else. So I greatly emphasize people are representing their own organizations and schools, and they don't want to give their schools any bad reputations.
Great. Monthly meetings with the Ma family heads or check-in meetings. Could you explain how you would conduct those meetings and how would you regulate attendance for those meetings?
I've considered about having monthly meetings for the Ma family heads, but I figured that would be too much for me and my code to handle, especially because we have the Mafa rep meetings. So I think one meeting, one check-in meeting every semester would work out better for our schedule and for the Mafa head schedule, because I know that Mafa reps and Mafa heads can sometimes double, for example me. So to schedule those, it would be the same process as with Mafa reps, just have a doodle and then schedule the meetings according to our schedules.
Her question is, to the role of outreach.
Wait, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that.
No worries. Okay. So from Jessica, she asks, just like you, she acted as the Ma family head and Mafa representative for her organization this past school year. How can you relate those duties and your experience to the role of outreach?
Yeah, so being a Mafa rep and a Mafa head, she can definitely relate, but we both have the experience of what it is like as to be both our families and our organization. I'm sorry. But yeah, we're able to easily communicate with the other family heads and Mafa representatives, and I don't think it'll be a problem for us to, or for other people to approach us, and for us to approach them.
Jessica is, I know how time-consuming classes and excess work are, and finding a balance is hard between those things. In terms of prioritizing, where do you see yourself placing Mafa on the spectrum if you do get elected?
Yeah. So I definitely am a firm believer that I come first. I am a student second, and my organization, or family, comes third, and then organization comes last. So I definitely prioritize self-care and then my studies before I work on anything for my organization. With that being said, I love working with FASA, and that became a hobby of mine, way to relax. So if I needed a place to relieve my stress, I would work on my duties as a board member during study breaks and stuff.
Are we out of time? Okay. Well, then that is it for Mary. I don't know, Sam, if you want to take over.
Thank you so much, Mary. Great job on your speech in your Q&A. We will be getting back to you with the results within the week. So have a great rest of your night. And again, awesome job. And we'll see you soon. I don't know if you heard me. Oh, okay. Bye, Mary. All right. That was Mary. What'd you say, Maddie?
So sorry for it being loud.
Oh yeah. I heard her. I don't know if anyone else was able to hear her. But yes, I was able to hear her. But that was Mary. She's from UMich FASA and she ran for the outreach chair position. So yes, and our next candidate will be Francis from UWM FSU, and he'll be running for the media master position. Do we want to just send it out to him since his election time is 7:40?
Yeah, I just sent it to him. I told him that he'd get pushed back 20 minutes, but I think we're fine.
Yeah. You're good. All right. Did Nina say your high and low? I forgot.
Oh no, I didn't.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay, so low is that I'm really tired. Which is, well, I feel like it's always my low, but it's because I've been working a lot more lately. Like a high kind of within the low is that I started a new internship, but I'm also still working my current job. So working anywhere between like 70 and 80 hours for the week. And that doesn't include all the commuting too. So that's like it just takes up a lot of time. So that's my low. And my high is that well, that bag of chicharron was really good. So I I think I almost ate the whole thing. So that's how good it was. So that's my high for today.
You look good, Nina. You have that going for you.
Wow, thank you. Thanks, clap.
All right. Emily. Please. Yes, that's all.
He hasn't read my message. But fun fact for everyone I did my makeup just for all of you because I was sweaty earlier. So you're welcome. That's all I'm saying. And Sammy did her hair.
And it's like I straightened it, and now it's not kind of straight. It's starting to become unstraightened again because that's how sweaty I am. Like that's how humid it is in my house. It's disgusting. I also sort of did my makeup too. I put on eyeliner for you guys.
How warm is it there right now?
Dude, I'm sweating. It's because my parents don't use AC. Like,
yeah, I have a fan. So if you see like my hair is moving, it's because I have a fan like right in front of me.
Yeah, I turned my fan off because I thought you could hear the fan, but I'm gonna turn it back on because I'm sweating a lot.
Yeah, this is like the coolest day it's been here. So it's like 70 or lower right now, and there's like wind. So I'm cold.
It was like 90 degrees yesterday when I was moving. And Francis said he'll be right on.
Oh, okay.
This was also a strange time because I had to remember I was on Eastern time for once. That was interesting.
It's 85 degrees.
Guys, Rafi's turning 21 in like a week. I'm so excited.
No.
Wait, does that mean I'm the only one that's not 21?
Yes, Nina.
Every board. I always not 21.
That means your 21st is going to be super fun because everyone can come.
We'll throw a huge get together for Nina.
Bring out the lechon for Nina's 21st.
Yes.
Oh, more chicharron and lechon. That's all I want. All I want.
I'm excited for Maddie and Rafi's birthdays.
I'm so sad I can't go to her birthday. She's gonna be in Madison on a
Oh,
Sunday.
it's in Madison?
It's in Madison on a Sunday.
Oh.
I didn't think it was in Madison.
I thought that was the address to Chicago.
That's what I thought too.
That's what I said. I think I said I was going.
Dang.
It's in Madison.
Okay.
It's also a Sunday.
Everyone says can't go.
Oh, let's see. Oh.
That's in Madison.
Oh,
It is in
awkward.
Madison.
She said she's gonna try and come to mine. So fingers crossed.
Oh, Francis.
Hello, Francis.
Hi, Francis.
Hi, guys.
Can you hear us okay?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Can you guys
Okay.
hear me? I was having a little technical difficulties too. Should be good.
No, yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. A-okay. So you kind of know what the process is, so I'll just repeat it again. But you'll have 5 minutes for your speech, and then another 5 minutes for your Q&A. And Q&A will come from anyone from Mafa board, or the new Mafa board / anyone in the Mafa sphere. And Emily Valentine will be keeping the ticker marks of 2 minutes, 1 minute, and 30 seconds. So be on the lookout for her. And you can begin whenever you're ready.
Alrighty. Okay. Hello, Mafa. My name is Francis Rediger, and I'm running for the role of next year's Media Master position. I believe that my area in Oh. Hello?
Oh no, we have lost Francis. I think he'll be back soon. Maddie, you're in contact with him, right? Through the Facebook page. Oh, he has joined the call again. Just kidding. Hello, Francis.
Okay, so sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
That's
You can
okay.
start over.
I start
You can start over.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys.
You are good.
Okay. Hello, Mafa. My name is Francis Rediger, and I'm running for the role of next year's Media Master position. I believe that my area of study and student involvement at UWM and Mafa have prepared me to streamline Mafa's marketing to its widespread audience. Building upon the ideas I previously mentioned in the Round 1 elections, as Media Master, I want to maintain and improve Mafa's current social media connections, update the website, and enhance the performance of each Mafa Executive Board position through my role. During my time at UW Milwaukee, I have immersed myself in media creation and marketing as a film and content media studies major with a minor in international business. With this major, I will be able to not only to create eye-catching media from office announcements and other promotional needs, but also utilize my technical and analytical aspects through my minor. Aside from my studies, I also co-founded and served as the president of Filipino Student Union this past 2017-2018 school year. As president, I not only oversaw the progress of FSU alongside my e-board, but I also took charge of historian duties as we had no historian elected at this time. I prioritized my presidential and historian tasks to create our Facebook pages, our logo, and assist with the graphics and running our various social media platforms. Overall, what I learned from my experience as president is how to become an ideal and valuable team member through assisting each position in their duties. I can see this translating to Mafa because if elected, I will need to assist each position in their media creation and promotional aspects while also advancing in my own goals as media master. I also took on a project and brought APITA Heritage Month to our campus for the first time ever and worked on a month-long social media campaign during the month of April 2018. The previous year, I was also public relations for UWM's Asian Student Union. As PR, I created recap videos of our events, founded our social media platforms, recruited new members through retention strategies, as well as connected with other schools and eventually getting in contact with current Mafa member school, Marquette's Biennial Student Organization. This led to bringing 30 plus Filipino and non-Filipino delegates to our first FACT of 2016, and eventually led to our school becoming a Mafa member school in spring 2017. This being said, I am heavily involved with student involvement at my school and social media adept, and believe that my past experience on eBoard for FSU and ASU will be utilized effectively if elected as Mafa Board's Media Master position. Instead of reiterating my goals and ideas during my first speech in the round one elections, I want to further expand on those thoughts and my capabilities. Not only do I want to maintain Mafa's already great interconnected network through social media, as well as my vision to enhance Mafa's online presence, I want to work with the rest of Mafa boards, specifically with co-outreach and the Mafa reps, to survey each Mafa school on which types of social media platforms they're using. I noticed that each school has a different dynamic when I was looking through each of the school's public pages. And by doing this, I will be able to get a better picture on how Mafa can better relay information to them in an easy and accessible way. I also want to make sure to keep the website updated, as I noticed that it has been inactive this year. This will make sure to have it more as a reference tool to the Mafa sphere by following up with the current Media Master on having a centralized place for information to be looked back on. I noticed this year the Facebook members page is a very popular tool for relaying information, but it can be hard to go through and look back at the info because it often gets cluttered throughout the feed. Another thing that I want to do to make sure to communicate with my board on what exactly they need from me through my position. For example, how to promote Cultural Bucket List, Mafa Family Spirit Week, or future Mafa conferences like MFAS or FACT. I also want to make sure our platforms are more engaging and fun by hopefully implementing more social media campaigns, getting more Mafa schools involved and connected. All in all, if elected for Media Master, I would work towards maintaining and improving Mafa's current social media connections, updating the website, and enhancing the performance of each Mafa eBoard position. My background and area of expertise will bring a whole new dynamic to the role, and I believe have prepared me to take on these goals alongside next year's executive board. On a personal level, when FSU first started, even before this year, Mafa has only showed us open arms and a community filled with warmth. I feel that I owe Mafa and this community and want to give back everything it's done for me. Whether it be finding my Filipino American identity, connecting me to such an amazing group of people, and as well as be more aware of this Philippine X culture. If elected as Mafa's Media Master, I will do my best to fulfill this position and more. Thank you.
Thank you, Francis, for your speech. Good job. So we will be going on to the next portion of the election process, which is the Q&A, which Marlo, who is the 2018 Media Master, will be asking some of his questions, and then we also have a couple other questions for the current Mafa board for the 18-19 school year. So,
okay.
Marlo, you can start off.
Okay, so my first question is, where does Mafa lie on your list of priorities?
So, becoming on Mafa board, I want to first reiterate something that I learned from this Mafa board and the past Mafa board, is that on a top three, organization is third, school is second, and you are human first. So by making sure I follow this and balancing each and every one of those, student involvement wise, Mafa will be one of my top priorities, because I honestly don't see myself doing anything else besides being on Mafa board, since I do want to give back to this community. So I'll make sure to have a balance between my schoolwork and Mafa board.
And then my next question is, the majority of board was elected in the first round. How do you think you will interact with some of those people who have been elected on board?
Could you repeat the question? How would I?
Okay, yeah, sorry. So in terms of the newly elected first round members, could you please describe some interactions you may have with some of those board members?
Yeah. So before the elections, I know a lot of us were interning together. So when we were interns, we gave each other a lot of support, and I believe we made good relationships with each other. So I know this is the second time that I'm running, so I don't think that has any effect in our relationships with each other, putting aside personal and professional goals with that. So I think if elected as Mafa's Media Master for this next term, I think that I won't have any problems since I know still we do often give each other support as well. I know that we talk to each other before and after, just like personal things like on Snapchats, we like comment on each other's stuff still. We still have a good relationship, so I don't think I see a problem with that.
All right. So like you said before, you ran in the first round and now you're running again in the second round. And you also mentioned this in your application. So like, what is your overall motivation for running the second time? Just kind of expanding that from your speech.
Yeah, definitely. So I think one of my biggest motivations for running for Mafa board is that I am very passionate about the role, and being involved in the community is something that I just want to give back to Mafa, because I know in the past 2 years, I honestly can say I knew nothing about my identity being a Filipino American. I studied abroad, coming back to my university, not knowing what I'd be getting into. So I didn't even know I was going to become the president of Filipino Student Union. But taking on this role, I just learned so much, and Mafa has taught me so much with that, let alone me personally, as well as running an organization. And I think just meeting everybody within this network and this community, I think I really want to be part of that influence that it's done to me in the past for someone in the future.
Emily, how are we doing with time?
You still have 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Okay. So we have a few questions from the current Mafa board. Sarah Hidalgo asked this question. So what kinds of new content would you like to create for the YouTube channel?
Yeah, so when I was speaking and doing some research on the YouTube channel, I saw that previous media master was doing Mafa on the Mind vlogs. So me being a film major, that automatically sparked my interest. So I really want to try to bring that back, maybe implements maybe a Mafa TV. So relating, promoting different events through that, since I know in the Constitution that the media master can do he or she fits to promote different Mafa events and such. So maybe something like that. Also, my experience with social media campaigning, I also want to do something for Filipino American Heritage Month, possibly getting each of the different Mafa schools connected to the Snapchat, showing the rest of the Mafa sphere how they celebrate Filipino American Heritage Month, because I know there's probably about 27 plus Mafa schools, so there's 30 days. So having maybe like a calendar, making the Mafa members school choose a day that works best for them, and then each day the Snapchat would be going on with that.
All right, and then
on time.
Oh, we're done with time. All right. Okay, that is all then, Francis. Thank you for your speech and for your Q&A and for taking the time out of your day to run for the second round. We will get back to you with the results within the week, so you can have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you again, and awesome job.
Thank you, guys.
All right, everyone that is viewing, those are all the candidates that are running for tonight for the second round. We will be releasing the ballots to the current Mafa reps and or current presidents, so be on the lookout for that. And if you have any other questions for the candidates up until the deadline for voting, please relay that to the We Are Mafa Facebook account. Other than that, that is all for the 2018-2019 Mafa Board Elections Round 2. Have a great night. And Marla, you can